So right behind me is the world famous Colosseum. This is probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous, man-made structure. We just made it to Rome and we had to wait it out. It was absolutely bucketing down. We arrived with the trains. We had to wait about 20 to half an hour. The weather, it said it was meant to be like sunny, 26 degrees. It's a little bit chilly and now it's a bit sticky because it's been raining, but now the blue skies are starting to come through. So hopefully by the end of the day it'll be nice and clear so we can see the Colosseum later this afternoon, which we have booked around about 3 o'clock so we can see Palatine Hill and also the Roman Forum. But right now we're off to the Spanish Steps and the Trevi Fountain. We have just made it to the Spanish Steps. Now this place is normally packed, Fed was saying before, but it's absolutely empty right now. That's because of the coronavirus and also maybe because of the weather. The weather's not that great at the moment, but still, there's still nobody here. Now these steps here behind me are the world's widest steps. Now I'm a little bit surprised by that because they don't seem that wide. Maybe because they start in and they go out, but a little bit surprised, but that's the facts there for you. Another reason why this is called the Spanish Steps is because that building up there is the Spanish embassy, so it's connecting the steps to Spain. I guess is why it's called the Spanish Steps. But we're gonna try and get some photos now. We'll see you guys at the Trevi Fountain. So we are coming up to Trevi Fountain right as we speak right now. So let's see if it's as busy as it normally is. No, it's dead. It's completely dead. If you look at all the postcards, pictures, YouTube videos, this place is normally packed.
Usually you have people just standing on the step, but you cannot even get closer to the fountain. But now it's empty. First of all because it's closed, but you have no one standing there as well. It's crazy.
It's incredible. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit more busier than what it actually is. It's incredible what this COVID-19 has done to this place. But in saying that, if you just look at the architecture of this fountain, it's incredible. This was built in the 18th century, like I think it was 1762. I need to check up on the exact date, but I know it's 1760s.
All we have to do now, we actually have to throw a coin inside the water for good luck.
We're just leaving Trevi Fountain now. So goodbye Trevi Fountain. You've been really nice. You're not being busy, so I like that. And we're gonna check out the Pantheon. What's it called?
Pantheon.
Pantheon. It's not a really nice word to say, but we're gonna check that place now and then go have some lunch. We have made it to the Pantheon. Now this is the most well-preserved ancient Roman monument in the whole of Italy or the Roman Empire. It's normally packed full of people, but nobody wants to be out and about in Rome because of Corona, but it's incredible. They can actually go in, but you need to book it online because you're only allowed a certain amount of people in due to the social distancing and social spacing. So we don't book it online, so we're not going to go in there. There's also a hole in the roof where the rain will go in. So they put like a drain there so the rain will go and get drained out. I don't know why they just didn't cover it. I mean, it's like a little hole, like the size of a dinner plate. I'm sure they had enough resources then, but I don't know why, but that's what it is. That's quite an interesting fact, but this place is huge. So this place, for like 2,000-year-old architecture, it's held up very well. And to think that 2,000 years ago, this place was built, 1,300 years later, the New Zealand Māori people only just discovered New Zealand, and then add on another 700 years, and we're still here today. So this is how old this place is. So we just finished our lunch. My lunch was very nice, a grisha, so it's a non-egg carbonara, so the cream is made from the cheese, and then Fed had a matriciana, so it's just tomato sauce without the egg as the cream as well, so it's a tomato sauce carbonara. And right over here is a spectacular building. It's called the, what's it called again? I forgot.
Altare della Patria.
There you go, that one. So it's a national monument that was made for Victor Emmanuel II, which is a king around the 1880s. So this building here looks quite old, but it's actually relatively new regards to Roman times, because you have stuff just down there that's 2,000 years old. You got stuff here which is 200 years old. So we just made it inside. Now you have to wear your face mask while you're inside the premises of this building, and we have this whole place to ourselves. One person just popped in now, but this place is normally packed, the lady was saying. These steps here are already wider than the wide steps of the Spanish Steps, I reckon, but apparently not. So we've been looking around this whole place for the last 5-10 minutes. You can actually see the Colosseum in the background there. This place is massive and gorgeous. You've got the whole Roman section down here. You've got Palatine Hill over there, as well as the Roman Forum, and obviously the main event, the Colosseum. That is awesome. About to line in, and as you can see again, no one is here. This place is empty. It's like a town village. There's no one here. COVID-19 has really taken effect on Italy. Like Florence was dead. We went to a beachside town which is normally busy. That was dead. So unlike Paris, unlike London, Italy has really got tight restrictions. Even though they're open, people are still wearing face masks, which I got here, which we have to wear inside. Everything is just dead here. So we're a little bit early for our tour. It's at 2:45, it's 2:30 now, so it's about 15 minutes before we go inside, do the tour. We have made it inside the Colosseum. Now this place is awesome, it's gigantic. Now it could actually hold 50,000 people back in the day, and used to be completely free. Now down there is where they used to do the gladiator fights and just rip each other apart, whether that is fist fighting, swords and shields, or animals as well, which is lions, tigers, and all these different types of animals that they could find. Fans used to get it all for free as well. So if I was back here in the Roman days, I was free on a Saturday afternoon, I'd just come down here, free entry, you get to see people kill each other against lions, tigers. This was their sport back in the day. It was the equivalent of AFL, rugby or football. So if I was back here, I'd love to watch this, but probably not today, it'd be a bit gruesome. So we just finished our tour of the Colosseum. Now during the COVID crisis era time, you can only go in groups of 14. Normally you can just go in and just go by yourself unless you want to go for a tour. But during these times you have to go in groups of 14. Personally I would prefer to do it as our own, but you can't have everything. So it wasn't too bad as well. The groups weren't too bad. Our tour lady, well, she had a personality of a wheelbarrow, but that's fine. The app is only in Italian. So I thought it'd be in English as well, because seeing English was like the main international language, but it's not. So I had to get Fed here to help me to understand, but it was quite cool as well. They had like little paragraphs in each little thing there.
I want to grab a gelato, so.
Oh yes, gotta have a gelato. Gotta have a gelato wherever we go in Italy, and I need to list it off by the time our 8 to 13 week tour goes, depending if you can go back to work or not. So we have made it to the Roman Forum. Now this was the starting point of the Roman civilization back probably 2,000–3,000 years ago. Even before the Colosseum, which is just down there, that's 2,000 years old. So this is well older. You got the archways up there as well. It's just pure history here in Rome. It's incredible. This is where the upper class market was. So if this is back in the day, this is where Louis Vuitton, Tiffany & Co, Chanel, Burberry would be. This is where my mum would be. This is where Fed will be if all Romans back in the day, and I was spending all my coin. But today it's just the aerial museum, an open air museum, so that's quite cool. Now we've only spent 8 hours here. You do need a lot more than that. You probably need like 72 hours We've actually ran out of time to visit Vatican and also the markets and so much more things, and we're quite rushed, and that's the only opportunity we're going to have here for a long time. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to get a gelato before we head on the train, and then there's no way to end the day than watching Gladiator. Then we're in Rome watching gladiators kill each other, don't you reckon?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be a 3 hours journey with Gladiator after.
Well, 3-hour journey, 3-hour movie, it's perfect.
This is actually my size.
Yeah?
This could be my house. Here, my bed, my bedside table, and a small desk, mirror here, and the door.
That's your bathroom?
Yeah, here.
Or your wardrobe?
Now here you have my living room. It will be my sofa, my TV there, and then here you go out. And here you have my bathroom. You can see also bathroom lights over there. So here will be my big bath, shower, sink over there. Yeah, that's it. It's quite cool.
So that was a tour of Fed's Roman house. It's up for sale. It's going to cost about 250,000 euro if you want it. Starting points, buy now, 300,000.
We also have a terrace here.
A terrace.
With a swimming pool. So here is my terrace, and here is my swimming pool. And here's the view from the terrace.
That's Fed's home for you guys. Right, gelato time. So we just got these gelatos here. It cost €6, so €1 per scoop. That's not bad at all if you ask me. And it's so good. I love the gelato here in Italy. It's out of this world. As that's Rome done for today, we've got our gelato. We're heading up to the train station to head back to Florence before heading back to Lucca. We don't get to Lucca until midnight tonight, so it's gonna be a long journey back home. We're gonna watch Gladiator, so it should be okay. But Rome has been magnificent. It's blew my mind away, way better than I thought. Fortunately, we don't have enough time here. We only had 8 hours. It wasn't enough. We probably need 2 minimum days. 3 to do it comfortably, see everything without being rushed. Ideally, I would grab a scooter and zip around the Roman streets. It'd be way better, much more fun. Next time we're gonna go to Cinque Terre, which is a 5-town beach village coast north of Tuscany. So we're gonna hit that up with Fed's parents before we head over to Sardinia. But in the meantime, we'll catch you guys in the next one.